Tomorrow I'm signing a lease on my first ever apartment alone, and it's a pretty cool space. And it's one of those like moments where I feel like I'm expanding. Like over the last, because it's kind of moved kind of fast. But basically, over the last week, I've been thinking a lot about fear and also like manifestations and the type of person that I want to be and the type of creator that I want to be. And I experienced a lot of, like, I was so excited and I still am excited. But whenever I first, like, so for reference, this is a place that, like, I've looked at in the past, but I got discouraged because, like, basically, I don't know if you've ever used apartmentlist.com. It gives you this option to put your work in, so then it tells you like the commute time. Well, basically it was telling me like a longer commute time, and like it can be that commute time because of traffic, but for the most part it's not that commute time. Like it's the same commute that I'm doing right now, but I'm in a place, and I say this with a grain of salt because I'm gonna like expand on this, but I'm more in a place that I want to be. That being said, it's like I feel like that's what I've been like reckoning with, because it's like, what does that really mean? And on some, like, let's start here. I enjoy I love where I live right now, and I don't I feel like there's this like grief of feeling the sadness of being like I'm leaving something that's good, but that doesn't, me leaving doesn't mean that it's over. Because being here, living with family, that like I've always had this family, but I've never been this close with them. And just because I'm leaving doesn't mean it's going away at all. And just because I'm leaving doesn't mean that I'm ungrateful or that this isn't good. But it's also like I think that I have this vision for myself. And I've realized that, because I also got in my head about like, am I, attributing this to like being on my own is the only way to be successful, or being more independent, or yada, yada, yada. But I feel like I have never had a space that was just for my own comfort, a space that was mine, and a space where I can fully be myself. And I think that maybe that is why I feel this sort of grief, because I feel like I'm negating the fact that I do feel at home here. But I think that there is something that I've never experienced, never felt, or I've felt glimpses of it. So that's what I'm chasing, and I know it's there. But like that full creative freedom of getting out of bed in my underwear and dancing around and going to record a song in my room, and like I don't, just being with myself and like sitting in that. And I don't know if this bug is okay, the bug is outside. And I think that I've craved that, and that I attributed it for a while, for some years. And maybe now I'm just now realizing, like, I attributed that to, like, financial success. Like, once I can be financially successful, I can be myself fully, because I will create the space. And maybe that's what I've done. But I also feel like I'm kind of sidestepping it, because I was really in my head about moving out. I told myself that I was going to have $10,000 saved before I moved. And I think that's a good damn idea. But I didn't do that. I'm not doing that. Because, and I don't think it's because I'm like, I need to leave, or I need to, but like, I want this so badly for myself, to experience this independence and this freedom, and to create my reality. And like, I think I've been very scared about, I don't even know, like, it's not even I've been watching, or I've watched in the past, and like, I've watched recently, videos about quantum leaping, or manifestation. And like, in the past, it like, I understood, and then, but like, it never really clicked, because I didn't feel the feeling, I guess. Or maybe I did, but like, not this strong. It's never been this strong of, so basically, I didn't even say what the feeling was, but they said that like, you can only, like, when it comes to abundance, something along the lines of like, you can only let in the abundance that feels safe to your nervous system. And I was realizing, whenever I am getting approved for this apartment, and it's happening, and it's my dream fucking apartment, like, especially like, it's the apartment that I was looking for, that I thought I couldn't have because of not making enough money. And I'm not making bad money, but it's like, we all know how the fucking everything fucking is right now, like rent and everything. But where was I going with this? Though I was excited, and I feel like everything is going to be fine, there was like, I'm not feeling it right now, because I journaled, and that really helped. I was able to pick the little things that are pointing their fingers at me, and put my finger back at them and say, you're not fucking real, bro. I kind of like how that looks. This is gonna be the thumbnail. No, but the thumbnail is me doing this. You're not fucking real, and that's it. And everyone's gonna think it's a conspiracy theory video. But anyway, oh my gosh, my allergies have been terrible today. Doing this because I don't want to sneeze. But I was literally like, the other night, I remember I was like so much anxiety, like the fight or flight. And it's like, why do I feel this when I also feel joy about what is happening? And I think it's because I've never had this feeling. I've never been in this. I feel like I'm expanding. And it's like my body didn't know what to do with it. Its immediate thought was fear, that I couldn't handle it. But I knew in my mind that I could. And now my body is like, okay. It's almost like, when a child is scared, because of, I saw something the other day about like, I was watching this mom vlogger on Facebook, and she said that her daughter or something is scared of public restrooms. And then someone was like, that's weird. And then someone else was like, well, public restrooms have automatic toilets, and that usually scares kids because it's loud and stuff. So basically, like, it's almost like I'm calming my inner child because they're scared by something that like makes them jump, but it's not necessarily a scary thing. It's not a bad thing at all. And yeah, that's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling expansive. I'm feeling expansive. Maybe a little expensive. No, I don't want to feel expensive right now. Do I? No, I like, it's not even about that. It's not. It's really, I have been like, since 2019, I've been trying to rewire my nervous system and become the person that I was and that I am, but that I stopped being because of things that were said to me or that happened to me, or that I just couldn't be that person for myself at those times, and like digging that back out. And I think that this is like my what do they say? Is it called a thesis project? No. I think it's just called a thesis. This is my like doctoral thesis. Like, I think obviously I want to keep growing for the rest of my life. I want to keep digging in and finding out, finding the guys. I don't know, bro. I'm low-key sleep deprived, but I feel fine. For now, I do want to go to bed. Like, I'm setting myself to bed at 9 p.m. tonight. I'm about to smoke an indica pre-roll. Geico. What are you talking about? I'm about to smoke some indica. And try to go sleepy by. But I'm going to watch this show. Basically, some backstory is that I've been watching this show called Search Party. And at first I wasn't really into it, but then like it got really good. And then I accidentally stayed up till 6 a.m. And then the next night, which was last night, because I stayed up till 6 a.m. the night before and woke up at 3 p.m. Yesterday, I stayed up till 4 a.m. this morning, even though I had fucking work. And I work at like, I have to be at work at 8:15. 8:15 is like when I need to be clocked in. Girl. And I live like 30 minutes from work. Like, what? Why does my face look like that? But I kind of fucked with it. But like, it was my lips. Like, I was doing something that I haven't. Oh, I didn't like that one. Girl, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm actually getting sleepy. I'm a little sleepy. I'm not even sleepy. I'm just like tired. But like not sleepy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like I could go to sleep. Physically, mentally. But yeah, like, okay. This is where I'm going to end it. I'm going to say this. Growing up, I lived in a house, like my primary caregiver, and like, this isn't just about her. This is not just about her. I love my mommy. And it's not like, she is not like the sole limiting thing in my life, but like, this is just like, so you can understand what this apartment means to me. Like, I grew up, and I remember living in, like, the longest place that we lived in was this apartment that was like upstairs, downstairs, and there was like 3 to 4 kids living there at one time. I don't know. It was like not all of us, because I have 5, or there's 5 kids on my mom's side, but that's not even the point. The point is not really even about that. The point is that, like, I remember my room, I didn't have anything on the walls. And I remember, like, being in this apartment, and my mom was always so concerned about noise. And I think that that is valuable, because sometimes, like, I don't know, I've almost had to unlearn it, though, because it's like sometimes people are fucking loud, and it's like, but then sometimes I have to reel myself in, because I'm like, bro, like, nobody's complaining, nobody's coming to beat us up. And I think that like, my mom was so afraid of being too much, taking up too much space, unless she was like fucking pissed off, then it like went to hell, and she was there. But like, just in general, like, it was almost like it was rude. And so that's where I'm getting at with the noise. And with the walls, I don't think it's so much about that, but like, it's just like the impermanence. I don't even know. I don't even know what it is. But it's just that I was that child that didn't really have decorations in their room. And whenever I went to my dad's house, I did have decorations, but they weren't decorations that I picked out. And I just want to be my fucking self. And I'm grateful that I have people in my life where I can be my fucking self. But like, I want to be my fucking self even fucking more. Even fucking more, if it's possible. I know it is. And that's what maybe scares me, because I know that once I open up that can of worms, that can of whoop ass, like, people are going to look at me differently. But what's so bad about that? Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm probably gonna listen to this on my way to work, so I can just like come up with a title, because like, I don't know, this is like I said, I'm kind of sleep deprived. I don't really remember all the stuff that I was talking about, but I feel like when I listen to this, I'll like get an idea of what I want to call this video, and then I'll upload it. So you'll probably be seeing this tomorrow, which is the day that I'm signing my lease. So I'll talk to you guys later. Also, I know there's like 3 of you, but I'm thinking, like, you guys are like my little sugar cubes. My little sugar cubes. Except you're the one that makes me melt. Okay, I need to fucking leave. I hate myself. I don't hate myself. I hated that, what I just said. I don't hate myself. I'm gonna take that back. I don't hate myself. I love myself. I love myself. Okay. It's fucking hot.